G'day guys, welcome back. So Food RPA tutorial today where we're looking at exam questions again, stepping through my thought process and what we sort of go through as we think about these questions. So we're going to be looking at the Food Test RPA today, and lucky for us, it's pretty straightforward. If we know those four things, if we know the four tests and what they're testing for and what's a positive result look like, you should be able to answer 90% of the food test questions for some free marks. So let's jump into it. Some students tested a red cabbage leaf for starch. This is the method used. They boiled the leaf in ethanol, they rinsed the leaf in water, and then add the reagents to test the leaf for starch. Okay, give one safety precaution. Well, it's one of the things that we always tell you to do. If we're using ethanol or chemicals, you are always going to be wearing safety glasses. So probably the easiest one is make sure you wear safety glasses. Number one, right? 1 mark, tick. Job's done. The other thing is ethanol is flammable, okay, and you are boiling, so you are probably using something like a Bunsen burner or an open flame. So just making sure you keep the ethanol away from the open flame would be another possibility that you could use. But for now, let's just stick with safety glasses because it's nice and straightforward. All right. Here we go. Let's recall it. Which reagent is used to test the boiled leaf for starch? So what do we use when we're testing for starch? Do we use Benedict's solution, a burette solution, an iodine solution, or a sodium chloride solution? And you should know, because we've done it twice with the enzymes in this one, we use an iodine solution. Okay, guys, the iodine is orange initially. If starch is present, it goes that bluey-black colour. Touche. Never mind question. So what colour will be seen if we test for starch is positive? It will go bluey black, right? There it is right there. Just like we said. It's not going to go pink, orange or red. Okay? Alright, so what do we have next? An athlete decides to try a new type of protein drink after he exercises. The athlete tests the protein drink to check if it contains protein. Which solution is used to test for protein in a drink? Okay, so this one's a little bit harder. Is it Benedict's? Is it burette? Is it iodine? Or is it universal indicator? Well, we've never talked about universal indicator in the Food Test RPA, so it's one of these, so that's out. That's rubbish. Okay, it is one of these three. We know just from what we did, we know that the iodine test is our test for starch, right? So we're now up to either burette or Benedict's, and you just have to know, guys. The burette solution is the test for protein. The Benedict's is the test for sugar. I'll see if I can figure out some way to make that a little bit easier to remember the difference between Benedict and burette, but I can't when I've got you guys watching me. So here we go. Maybe Ben likes sugar. Does Ben like sugar? Let's say Ben likes sugar. All right. What colour will the solution turn if there is protein in the drink? So it will go from a bluey colour, which is your burette solution, and it will turn into what we call a lilac-y colour, which is purpley, right? So it'll be a purple or lilac colour. All right, boom, purple. Okay, blue-black is starch, so it's got to be purple. Okay, so trickier question here. Shows the proportion of different nutrients in the protein drink. Protein, sugar, other carbohydrates, fats per 100 gram. What is the ratio of sugar to protein in the protein drink? Okay, so again, this is sort of some of those math skills that we need to be able to do. So sugar to protein. All right, so let's figure out how much protein there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 sort of slices of protein in there. Which one's my sugar? It's a bit hard to tell with some of those. Darker and fats is darker still. So sugar is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 things of sugar. So what is the ratio of sugar to protein? So it's 5 to 8, right? So if I want to simplify this to 1, and this is a bit more of a step, which is why it's not the best, let's divide both by 5. Because if we divide 5 by 5, we'll get 1. So what's 8? Where's my calculator? Calc. Give me a calculator. Sorry, guys. I had one before. It's gone. So 8 divided by 5 is going to equal 1.6. So 5 divided by 5 is going to be equal 1. And then 8 divided by 5 was 1.6, wasn't it? So it should be 1 to 1.6. Okay, so if you're given ratios which would be really rare, particularly on a foundation paper, divide it by the smallest number to get it to 1. Divide both sides by the smallest number and you should be able to do that. Okay, which is a high protein diet? Why is a high protein diet useful to an athlete? Tick one box. Provides amino acids to make new muscle, provides fatty acids to produce urea, provides glucose to energy, provides lactic acid for anaerobic respiration. You know, if you want to get huge, you're going to have protein, right? Protein is such an important part of muscles, which is why a whole lot of people that are trying to get massive eat a whole lot of protein shakes and all sorts of horrifically bad tasting things like that. So it provides amino acids so that you can build new muscle. That's what protein does. Okay, really important component in muscles. Okay, and it's basically, as you can see, it's basically just remembering the names and the positive tests for those different tests. All right, guys, hope this helps. I'll catch you guys later.